decorators, and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
All right.
What's this with you? Is you just trying not to put too much pressure on the on the top?
I didn't even notice. What, my headphones not on properly? I don't know. I'm not even noticed, to be honest. Hi guys, how are you? What's been happening?
Going.
We're recording this on
Monday.
On Monday.
Holiday.
Yeah. So you're probably wondering why it's 6 o'clock gone past 6 a.m. and there's no podcast, and that's because it's the bank holiday.
Yeah. We didn't. We were at the yard, weren't we? So
yeah, we were at the yard doing the kitchen. Oh, that's not very good. And it's just been that really.
Yeah.
So what's
very eager, straight into it.
What's been happening? What are we going to talk about this week?
Well, we had our visit last week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Which we can go over that. Which,
What?
What else?
Oh, we can have we had. Oh, what is that? The visit you're talking about? We had two visits. We had the Al Walker Harris visit, which is the most important one. Are you talking about the other one?
Yeah.
Well, when the lights went out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we had that one. Yeah, that was a good one. We could save it for the extras, can we?
We can't save everything for the extras.
Oh, we could.
I mean, we could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's bad. Having to get there that early.
Oh,
Not a little bit quieter than that. You don't really want that slider higher than the
Are you
voice
sure?
sliders. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Otherwise, it just blows out ears.
there you go. That answers that. No, right. So, have we got any topics this week?
I've got nothing. I mean, it's one of them ones at the yard. I'm just there on my Todd. I didn't really get up to much. Just
What have I
spraying
been?
away.
Who can we
Annoyingly, I had one of the nicest finishes I've managed to achieve at that yard.
Unfortunately, it wasn't on the kitchen.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't even get actually any actual money for it. Which is
Goodwill, though.
Yeah.
We it was one. Well, you talk. I wasn't there, so you can talk through it. I don't know why I'm trying to take over and tell everybody what happened.
Well, I thought I was just trying to think of things we could run over. I'm at the yard, happily spraying away, and then we've got a little doorbell, because obviously if you've got the machine on or the compressor's going, you can't really hear anything. So we've got a doorbell, and I've changed them both to, what is it? It's like a air horn, ship's horn, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So I heard a, and what are you confused about?
Who?
You.
Oh no, I was trying to find a doorbell, but
And it's one of the chippies.
all I got was that.
And he has got this little like hardboard pegboard.
Hardboard pegboard.
Well, yeah, it's pegboard made out of hardboard. There you go. He just goes, just because it gets a bit damp in our yard over the winter. Have you got something you can just seal up the edges with? And I was like, well, you've got probably 200 odd holes in this 2x4 bit of board, so I don't know if I'll be able to get into all of the holes. I was like, but I can put a couple of coats of paint on it, easy enough. I was like, what do you want on it? He's just anything you got. I was like, alright, cool.
Overrulingly?
So no, it wasn't overrulingly.
No, I'm just saying.
So I said, I'll speak to the old man. Dad just said, I'll just do it for him, don't worry about
Well, that's just one of those you couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was basically, it was
Four sheets.
It was spraying up an 8x4 board.
It was really, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was four by 2 bits of board.
So,
so I think I sprayed a coat of bin on just because I've not really sprayed bin out of the cup gun before.
you were quite impressed with that, weren't you?
Yeah, comes up with a really nice finish, and then I got Dad to roll a coat on the backs.
Yeah.
And then I chucked a coat of some PE satin, and it was just a couple of colours that we had boxed, and I boxed them in together, and it came up quite a nice, like battleship blue, battleship grey sort of colour, which is now on my coffee table at home.
Oh, good.
Have
you done that again as well?
No.
Well,
I mean, I've done it, but the finish is still crap because I was rushing it. But that PE satin is actually surprisingly tough. I thought it was a bit shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
I think it's the same. If you leave it enough time to cure
Yeah,
and go
I
off,
think you're-
people rush it too much.
well, you say that, but I sprayed this table last thing on Thursday, and I told my missus I'd have it back on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
I'm already 2 days over, and she's just got an off-cut bit of ply over the frame of the coffee table,
all right.
and she's getting a little bit annoyed. She's like, "Can we have our table back yet?"
Dear idea.
So anyway, it was the last thing of the day, and I chucked the coat on it, and I was just like, "Come on, dry. The moment you dry, I can go home." And it flashed off, and I chucked it in the back of the van, so it still wasn't particularly dry by the time I got home. Things were sticking to it, and even though I said to her, just put cups on a bit of paper for now, or just don't leave anything on there too long. Proceeds to leave everything on there too long and have So it's it's a bit marked up, but it's not the nicest finish anyway. But now that it's gone hard,
Yeah.
it's taken a
Exactly.
bit. Soy sauce has got on there and it's been fine. Bit of hot sauce has been fine.
Yeah. So I still want to do that where we've got the yard. We've got this wedding events. Well, his wife is a wedding planner, and he's a bit of a chippy, and he's made these bars. For weddings.
He was a BMW mechanic.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh. He's made these bars, these round bars, to for wedding events. Well, actually, he made it for. This is for the older guys. If you remember back in the 80s, Stock, Aitken and Waterman, he made it for not Pete Waterman, so either Aitken or Stocks. Either Aitken or Stocks' daughter's wedding. There you go. Claim to fame. You don't even know who Stock, Aitken and Waterman are, yeah.
I know Waterman,
Yeah.
but mostly from Little Britain.
Eh?
She's write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Yeah.
Anyway, so
he's speaking to Pete Waterman when he.
Yeah, he made this. He's made these bars,
Very
and
easy.
he's trying to find something to durable. So he asked me what I thought.
I'm fibbling.
Exactly, but it's got to be a matte. So then he went to his local
I'm
Johnson's.
fibbling with some 320 sandpaper.
He went to his local Johnson's and come back with some. What did he come back with? Durable eggshell, didn't he? At one time, I don't know, but he's put all sorts on there, and he still won't. He won't listen that amphibian is the answer.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't get this.
what?
In my head, matte and durable don't work together. They're not.
No. This is separate occasions because they've been out. They've been out on hire. He's painting them with like some matte or something. Matte.
Yeah.
He had to go with some vinyl matte that he come back with.
Right.
Will this be any good? I said no, not really. That's the last thing you want to put on there. But
yeah.
oh, that's what they told me down there. So yeah, okay then. They must know what they're talking about. So you put it on, fucked it up. So then he went with this durable, and it's still not hard wearing. So what I want to do. I said, speaking to him the other day, I said, what are the worst things that get on the bar that cause the problems? And he said, lemon juice and red wine.
I thought hot sauce was on there as well.
Hot.
What Tabasco was one of them.
Well, there might have been, I don't know. So what I want to do is spray up a bit of amphibian, get some lemon juice and a couple of bottles of wine, because probably one bottle of wine won't be enough. And it's all tax deductible. And just put it on there and see how it goes, and then say, look, there you go, that's what you want to be using, just to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
But how did we get onto this subject?
I don't know. You ran off there.
How,
I've discovered as well in our little time at the yard, degreasing might actually be worth it, but most prep that we do and undercoats in general utterly pointless.
why?
Because we've got these old fire doors at the yard that you picked up from God knows where.
Oh, I got them free off Facebook.
There we go. And I just sort of hung these doors. We just slung them up. They're fine. What? They are hanging.
They are hanging.
I won't.
Yeah.
Less like a chippy's done it, and more like a hangman's done it. They are hanging there.
Oh, while
for
we're talking
sure.
about a spray booth, why was all that grit and shit in the paint on the wall? Where's that come from?
Huh?
You know that gritty.
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
I think what that is because I spray into that wall.
Yeah.
It's bits of overspray that have just accumulated on top of each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, what else is it going to be?
I don't know. It must be, I suppose. Yeah. I sanded it down yesterday, didn't we?
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd it come up?
It looks very sort of shabby chic now. You know when it's
Shit.
No, yeah, you know when they. What colour was on there before?
It initially was painted white.
Yeah, then we sprayed a load of that.
Then we
Hague
sprayed
blue.
a load of Hague blue, then a load of stiff key blue,
Yeah.
then the oval room blue. A lot of dark blues and greys.
So those blues have come through the white now.
Does it? But how does it look?
Yeah, it does
Does
look shaggy sheep. Shaggy sheep?
Shaggy sheep.
Shaggy sheep?
Welshman's coming out.
Especially, yeah. Especially for the Welsh list.
Oh God.
Yeah, it does look shaggy sheep. It definitely looks shaggy chic. Shabby chic. Forget the shagging, talk about the chic. So yeah, it does look like that. It's come through the
Yeah.
but it'd be alright, another couple of coats of paint.
Anyway, what I was saying is
About the doors you hung.
as I've been going round, and this door is just it's just been varnished, hasn't it?
No, I think it's a pre-finished door.
You think it comes like that?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's come from the factory like that.
Well, it's a good couple of years old. I very much doubt there's not been a drop of paint.
No, I don't know. I tried to rub it down yesterday anyway. We'll have the sand again. I thought, give that a go as well. And it does rub down, so I reckon we can paint them.
But this is the point that I'm getting at. Every fucking week.
Welcome to the podcast. At least you know it's a decent podcast because I don't let you down. You'd have thought nearly 3 years of doing this, we'd know.
So I
what to do.
have, just as a sort of see, because we always gone on about these fucking sample boards and stuff, and we never get round to doing them really, to be honest. But I think an easier way of doing it is there's 4 doors in the spray room. There's 2 going from the PMR into the spray room, and then there's 2 going into the drying room.
Out of the 4, we've managed to paint one. Well, we didn't really paint it. I think Russ
painted that one. But what I'm saying is that what I've done is just given about a 6-inch little spray on these varnished doors. The amphibolin, can't get it off. Scratch test, won't come off. Fingernail,
right as well.
Yeah, fingernail or coin.
Coin?
PU satin, which again you think would need a haft and 2 top coats to get the full durability out of it. Again, just one little quick spray coat over the top of it. Has stuck quite well, has it not?
Yeah.
I've not given it a scratch test yet. I gave it a light little one.
I went out with the Merker yesterday.
Yeah.
Not only on the corner, just like to see.
Yeah.
And it's still, some of it come off because it wouldn't
Well,
it's a
obviously,
Merker,
it's
but
Merker,
some of it stayed on there as well. So,
So I think undercoats in general, complete bullshit.
I think
And I think sanding things down and prep, complete fucking bullshit. Let's just not do any of it. I reckon we just charge straight in with a tin of PU satin, straight over the woodwork.
I think you'll find some people do that.
And I think those people have got the right fucking idea.
I don't think they have. No,
I think they have.
No.
God, you think of the margins if you go in there and price for an undercoat and 2 top coats and you just charge in there, don't even prep the thing, and there you go, done.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you're not there on Wednesday, Tuesday.
All I can think...
You're not there tomorrow morning, so...
That's what they'll see when you come along.
Yeah, great. While they're hearing that, they won't be able to hear all of the money in my pockets jingling.
Why did you say I've got a money one? I could do the money one.
I could do with some money too. Yeah, so essentially, I think it's all a load of waffle, especially with amphibolin. I don't think you need to rub down with amphibolin.
Amphibolin is good.
Perfect time for it. Oh,
what was...
so...
Well, you're really carrying the podcast this week, Ron, because I'm grasping at stuff that I've made a note of in the week. I've got to talk about this, I've got to talk about that, and I can't even remember. Let me look at my notes on my phone.
We work for a local builder. We've spoken about his job a couple of times, where we priced to do the full thing and then ended up doing like 3/4 of it and then spraying out other bits and not other bits. And anyway, this builder happens to be a Southampton fan, which is quite good, so you always got something to chat about when you get to the job. But he called Dad up and goes, "Oh, Trev, how I've had 2 season tickets at St Mary's for a while." Dad goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I decided to trade them in because I don't really like sitting out in the stands anymore. I'm getting a bit old for it. For some hospitality tickets. Would you like to come on Saturday?" The jammy git wasn't even there for most of the job.
No, but we've been to football before, haven't we? We went to West Ham when they were at Upton Park, wasn't it? Is that what they played before?
Nah, they played, and they play at the London Stadium.
Yeah, but where they used to play? I think it was. I think it was. We went. It must have been the last season they were playing there. So we got on the train at all, talking, having a nice chat, and talking about this, talking about that, and then we started talking about football. And I said, the way you're talking, Pete, it's like we're not with the Saints fans. Oh no, we're sat with the West Ham fans. What? He said, yeah. He said,
I need to change my shirt.
Yeah. He said, He said, we're sat with the West Ham fans. I said, oh, great. And so there we were. I think we got beat that day as well.
Yeah, unsurprisingly.
Sat there with the West Ham fans, and then they come out, don't they? And they have these fucking bubbles, don't they? When they start. So all these bubbles were blowing past us. They were all cheering their team, and we sort of had to make out we were cheering as well. Oh, yeah, it wasn't pretty. But there was a nipper there. He must have been about 6 or 7 with his dad. And he was on about football. He said, I like those Southampton kit, Dad. He said, it's better than ours. He said, I think I'm going to support Saints today. Don't you fucking dare, son. You're West Ham. You're not Saints. So, yeah. Well, oh, okay then. Yeah, but no, it was so yeah, we have.
So I brought up the story of Dad going to hospitality, and he tells a story about going to a West Ham game 4 years ago.
And a little
bit.
Do
you want to pause? We'll go pour you a pint.
Little bit of a side note to that story as well. We went back to Waterloo to get the train, and then we just missed the train, so we went up to the bar in Waterloo. There's a bar in Waterloo. Isn't there? Went up there. Had a couple of Peronis, got chatting. We missed 3 more trains, talking and drinking. We basically caught the last train home. But it was quite a pleasant day anyway. But yeah, so yeah, we went to the hospitality on Saturday. It was I wouldn't like to do it every week.
A bit too stiff.
Yeah.
Do the hospitality and then walk around and go sit in Northam again.
Yeah.
I'll just go back for my lunch.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was all right. It was nice. It was nice to be asked, and it was nice to go. So I don't want to be ungrateful, but yeah, you sort of missed your roots over with the yobbos. But yeah, and then of course, Man United won, but they didn't deserve to really.
No, they had no chance in that game really.
But I tell you something, we were behind behind where all the teams sit, and Ronaldo was warming up. No, he's not. No, he's not gay to admire another man's body. But Ronaldo was warming up, and he took his shirt off to put his strip on. Fuck me, that bloke. There's not an ounce of. He is just a machine. It's incredible. It's just So, although old Salisu made him look like quite ordinary, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he tried that run down there. Yeah. So, no, good day. The only bad thing about the day was I'd pull up in my van. We decided to I said, what we're taking, what car are we having, Pete? So he goes in the barn where his car, and there's a XK Jag, which is quite nice. But in front of the XK was a brand new, and I didn't even know there was a new shape one out yet, but there is a brand new shape Evoque. Yeah, I said, can we take that, Pete?
Go in the layer cake.
Yeah, can we not take the Evoque, Pete? He said, well, we could. He said, but the wife's going shopping in it. I said, oh, bloody hell. He said, I just got this Jag yesterday. He said, I want to give it a go. So, yeah, I didn't even know there was a new shape Evoque out. I wonder why the old shapes have gone cheaper.
Have you not chatted to the hairdressers recently then?
What?
About the new Evoques?
Yeah. And I said, I really want one. No, I'm ignoring that because I said, I really want an Evoque. He said, well, you could have bought my old one. I said, well, I didn't know.
No, I fucking couldn't have.
That's what he said. He said, well, I said, what did you get for it? He said, I sold it. He said, I chopped it against the new one, and I got 22 grand. slightly out of my
I know
reach.
you were taking the mick, Peter, but I don't charge you that much.
What about if we can do plot 3? Can we call it quits? So it's only done 32,000.
Oh, only
So,
yeah. Oh.
So, but yeah, I didn't even know there was a new shape, but now I knew. Like the Discoveries and that all got the rounded back.
Yeah.
Now, and that's what the new Evoque looks like. It's not got much. I don't like the round.
I don't either. Give me a corner. I want the corner.
It's just too rounded.
Yeah.
It's just no.
I saw I think it might have been a Capri on my way in.
Yeah.
Is that because they're quite? Are they
You've got a long bonnet.
Yeah, long bonnet and a nice 2-door sort of quite
and then
curvy back,
yeah.
sort of more like a bit like the Porsche.
Yeah,
sort of
a little
shape.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was a Capri then.
Yeah.
And I saw that. Oh, God, that's fucking sexy.
Yeah. See.
You see that?
What's that?
You see some Escort got sold for something like 265,000.
Fucking hell.
Mental. It was nice. It was a black Escort.
Some bloke nicked mine and ended up at Bethnal Green.
Yeah. That's where my missus is from.
That's because she's seen it. So yeah, that was football. I was trying to think of any other highlights. If we saw sat 3 seats away from that, the Tiss saw Laurie Menemy. That was about the highlight of my Saturday. Really, I think. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Went and met Al Harris yesterday to get the rest of his kitchen.
Nice.
So yeah, that was basically my weekend really. Nothing, and then spent all day today pricing jobs.
Yeah. I didn't. Jackal, to be honest.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm trying to get something up. We need some more things on here.
I feel bad for my missus sometimes, but I'm tired after work, to be honest. And on the weekends, I just want to chill. I don't want to go out and do shit.
Well, she's at home all week, so she probably does.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was trying to find F1 news. No? You got bored with that, didn't you, yesterday?
Yeah.
Didn't watch it all?
Didn't watch it all, no. I think I fell asleep towards the end.
Did you?
But like...
Old Hamilton was very happy. He had a bit of a soul cry.
But what's like? There's no Ferrari shit in the bed. That's just standard. We've known that for years now.
What do you mean?
They just shit the bed, didn't they? Just their strategy calls are ridiculous.
Well, they were asking him what tyres he wanted to put on his car.
It's the most Italian firm going. Hey, what the tires do you want on there? I don't know. I'm having a break. I'm eating my pasta.
Bada bing, bada bong. Yeah.
You cannot beat now. He's having his wine and a cigarette.
The bloke's driving at 100 miles an hour,
Yeah.
over 100, and they want him to sort out what tyres he's...
Yeah.
Fucking what are you doing?
But then, you look at someone like Red Bull, who consistently they nail their strategies pretty well.
Yeah.
And that is down to, I can't remember her name now, but they're trackside engineer, and she is good.
Yeah.
She is the one that makes the calls and will be like, "This is what's happening." And
Not
that's
not Claire Williams.
no.
You liked her, didn't you?
I like Alex Albon's redemption arc as well, because I always rated Albon as a decent driver.
Yeah.
But he just got chucked in that Red Bull too quick, and then Hamilton knocked him twice, didn't he? Knocked him at the last race of one season and the first of the next. Knocked him out of 2 podiums and knocked his confidence. But now you see how he's pulling that Williams about.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he got points last week on Sunday, but I think he did. He was 10th for a lot of that race.
And old George was doing okay.
Yeah. It's just a shame, but that's part of the reason why I don't like Claire, because George didn't get to drive in the Mercedes when the Mercedes was dominating.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been good to see a nice fight between Hamilton and George Russell in that sort of 2020 Mercedes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Or 2019, I can't remember when it was, but yeah, that was Claire being a bit of a dick.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Go on. Good idea.
Oh, I've got an idea. Is there a way, right, for... This is a point I was just thinking this yesterday. Let me think this through before I sound like a complete fucking lunatic. Probably not.
Too late for that.
Too late now. I've started, so I'll finish. Joe put up a thing yesterday on Southern Decorators. He was looking for some...
Eggshell.
Yeah, scuff eggs.
Yep.
is there a way where sort of like local decorators could get together and put together like what stock they got? So if it is a bank holiday or a weekend and you're running low, but then I'm thinking, well, that's what Facebook's for, isn't it? You don't really, you know, because we got that stuff at the yard. We got that sheet, that Google Drive sheet. But yeah, I just thought that out loud. I don't think that's such a good idea, really. Yeah, I think it's what WhatsApp's for and Facebook, and it's right. Yeah, I'm just over egging the pudding there, aren't I? Yeah, just ask on Facebook.
Like my normal thing is you've got to make something easy enough for people to use.
Yeah.
And that just sounds overcomplicated. No one's going to keep track of their fucking stuff.
No, it's
You'll
not.
do it once and forget about it.
Yeah, just use WhatsApp. Or I don't know whether Joe sorted it out. I spoke to him and I think he was off to Gravesend or something.
That door coming out of the drying room is dropped, and I don't know why.
What door?
The door coming out of the drying room into the rest of the yard, the left-hand one, is dropped quite severely, and I don't know why.
The one where the bolt don't work anymore, or the other one?
The other one.
Oh. Was it?
Yeah.
It's quite a heavy door.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's pulled to hinges at all, so I think it might be like to do with the frame.
The what? Rain?
The frame.
Well, there's nothing there above it. There's no weight on it.
Okay.
You worry too much.
You don't worry enough.
What's the worst that's going to happen? The door won't open.
The worst? You want to know the worst that will happen? We'll be working in the yard and the ceiling will collapse.
It'll be fine.
That's the worst that'll happen.
It'll be fine.
Okay, Mr. Confident.
Yeah.
I like how you just say these things with zero fucking evidence. Just, don't worry about it.
What you're forgetting, Ryan, is when I was younger, I was forced to go...
Fucking hell.
What?
Can you remember that far back?
I was forced to go to fucking confirmation classes.
Yeah.
I have the Lord on my side.
Yeah, I don't.
The Lord is my shepherd. He will not leave me, and he will also... I'll put in a good word and see if he'll look after you too. So don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And if you do hear the ceiling give away, just dive under that bench I built, because that ain't going to collapse. That's well built. So yeah, don't worry. You worry too much. Did you hear that or not?
No, I had a little vibrate.
Oh, that was a TikTok.
Great.
Someone liked my video.
I'm glad you've got notifications on for that.
Yep. I need to know everything that's happening on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think that's getting a bit much? You're off Facebook anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. I have no notifications for social media come up.
At all?
At all.
Ah.
Worry about it when I check it.
What else we got?
Fuck all. Yeah, now I'm just calling it there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Don't forget to follow @SD_decorating on Instagram.
You haven't said that for ages.
I said most weeks, mate.
You don't used to be all the time.
If you go to pod.fan/TWO-decorators-and-a-microphone-extras,
then
you can help support your favourite show from as little as £2.50 a month. You get an entire other podcast on top of this one. Normally it's a bit better. And you've got access to all of the back catalogue of all of those. So there's how many extras podcasts have we got now?
68 or 9.
Yeah. So
plus you get the WhatsApp group.
There's at least 30-40 hours worth of extra content there.
Some of it better than this, some of it worse.
And to be honest, sometimes if we struggle to get a podcast together, if we're busy or whatever, we'll normally try harder to get an extras out. If we got the option of getting a free or an extras out, we'll get an extras podcast out first.
And we do try and make a little bit more effort.
Yeah. Not much, but a bit.
So if the free is shit...
WhatsApp group as well, which is fun and games.
We just talk over each other. If the free is shit, the
which
extra...
it mostly is anyway.
The extras tends to be a bit better.
I don't know, I was just trying to talk over you. I didn't have anything to say.
I've got loads to talk about in the extras this week.
Oh, yeah? Well, we can talk about Claire.
You can talk about Claire. We can talk about...
finally a Claire that isn't a cunt.
Apologies if your name is Claire. I'm sure you're not.
I'm sure you are.
As I said, I'm sure you're not.
I think the percentages are about 80% cunt to not cunt.
I'm sure you're not. Anyway,
statistically, probably are.
Probably not. You what? Yeah.
Statistically, a cunt.
No, you're not. I got some.
Come on, spit it
I'm
out.
trying to. Shut up. Oh, and somebody else that's.
Come on.
And another person that's starting to grate
Let's go already.
starting to grate on our nerves. So we'll catch you next week. Thanks for listening. Have a great week, and we'll.
You've been waiting half an hour to use that, haven't you?
See you next week.
See you next
Take
week.
care, bye. We ran out of clapping. I can't stop the laughing one. Are we going to have a pause, or do you want to get a drink?
Yeah, if you want to run and grab me a drink, that'd be nice.
Are you going to? Have you got something to talk about then?
Oh, we're still recording. What?
Yeah, I'm still going.
Oh. I've not really got anything to talk about. No, I was going to roll fag, to be honest.
Yeah,
You can start the extras like this if you want.
We'll come back in a minute.
Edit out the fucking silence.
Edit. What are you talking about?
Right, cut out the silence.
Well, last
I
week.
tried using Illustrator last night.
Oh,
Fuck
good luck with
me.
that. Jesus.
I've seen Sam use it. Sam, if you're listening, I know you're not really listening much recently, but Sam, teach me how to use fucking Illustrator, please. I am a thick cunt, really. I thought I used to be good at stuff like that. I wish I fucking stuck with it.
You're getting old, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was the other one that's hard? Adobe.
I use paint.net for my image editing.
That's what I used.
Yeah, and that's just because I know it. I wish I'd learned fucking Illustrator and could use that, or like Photoshop decently. I used to be fairly good at Photoshop when I was like 14.
What's the other one that goes with Photoshop?
GIMP.
After Effects.
Lightroom, After Effects.
That's fucking hard work.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody that can use that, let us know, and because that would be really helpful. And I can't be asked. That's why I went to DaVinci Resolve, because it's a lot easier.
Yeah. To be fair, that's what they all told me anyway.
What?
They're just like, don't fuck around with Adobe because you don't need half of the fucking.
And you're
90%. Yeah, 90% of the shit that's on there, you've got no need for. Just use DaVinci.
Yeah.
And it will have everything you need.
Right. So, with that said,
Bum 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 bum.
what we can I'm going to put on a quick tune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
3 minutes.
yeah, and then we're going to
That's be good. What are you playing?
I don't know. Oh, that should be all right. We'll go with a bit of that.
Oh no, I'll change it.
No!
No, let me. It's my playlist anyway.
You might as well leave it now.
I'll let this one.
Sorry for that. Ron's put some shit on. Anyway, back in a minute. I couldn't leave you with that. It was fucking bollocks. But then this might be fucking bollocks too. Who knows?